he was able to do all three things and revolutionize the way that title insurance is bought and sold. Revolutionized an industry because he brought fresh eyes and no knowledge of what could or could not be done. And he ended up getting all their business. Please welcome my friend and professional speaker, Glenn Freezman.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here today. Quick background, I have been married now for 28 years in a row. I've been in the title insurance business 29 years. Anybody know what the best part of being in title insurance for 29 years is? No, me either. I have absolutely no idea. But I can tell you, I was actually in that business less than 7 days. I was 22 years old. I was bored to death in 7 days because I already knew better. I already saw the misses in that industry, and I already wanted to go attack it. And I walked into the president, the vice president, and a few of the top seasoned professionals of the Money Store, which was the #1 mortgage company in the country at that time. And I walked myself in there and I said, listen, you give my company about 10 deals a month, and I am sure that you are doing a couple hundred. Can you tell me exactly what it is that I need to do in order to get to that 200? Because that's what we really want. And they figured I had a lesson to learn because they were 45 and 50 years old, and I was 22. They basically said to me, you've been in this about 2 minutes. We've been in this 20 years. And here's what we need from you. Number one, we need you to close that loan the date of application. And the industry standard was 63 days at that point. And we need you to give back a commitment. Give back that commitment in 48 hours. And the industry standard was 11 days. And we need you to clear all the mortgage payoffs, tax, water, sewer, all the judgment, clear every single objection in 5 days so we can fund that loan on time. I was 22. I said, okay, that shouldn't be a problem. So I walked back to the owner of the company and I said, listen, we have a shot at getting all the Money Store's work, all of it. All we have to do is give back a commitment in 48 hours. And he says to me, are you crazy? It takes 11 days just to get it back. I said, how can it possibly take 11 days? How much do you pay for this search? He tells me $15. So I call up the searchers and I say, listen, how long does it take you to actually do the search work? They said 11 days. I said, 11 days? I said, you're telling me you earn $15 every 11 days? That's a fresh set of eyes, right? This doesn't make sense to me. So they say, no, it actually only takes a couple days. Maybe we can do it within a day. But the thing is that it takes 11 days for us to give it back. And I say, well, how about if we double your money? And we go for 30 days. Because that's the way we do it in Philly. There's a problem, we just double the money. He says, well, we can give it back to you in 24 hours. I said, that's what I want. And I called up 5 major counties in Pennsylvania, and I get that deal done. And I start to deliver that work in 24 hours instead of 11 days. And I wait a respectable 60 days, and I walk back into that place, and I say, listen, we did every single thing you expected us to do, and now that we're even with everybody else, we'd like the rest of your work. And they become hysterical over this. Because the truth of the matter was, as Frank alluded to, they made the whole thing up. They never once thought I could do one of those things, let alone all 3. But I had no inventor's remorse. I had no idea it was never done, so I had no idea it couldn't be done. Okay? I think the most overused, or underused, I should say, person that walks into any new corporation hire is that yoke bro, is that young professional who looks at this with a fresh set of eyes, with vim and vigor and emotion and passion, and wants to take ownership and wants to make that difference. Let them look. That's why you hired them in the first place. Let them look. And for the younger guys, remember, if it wasn't for the older guys that were doing this, you would have never got this opportunity in the first place. So somewhere between those two is the magic answer. Give each other that shot. We went from 10 deals a month to 1,000 deals a month.